guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103, and today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Now, it's been quite intense. Of course, now Barcelona have money, and we have been linked with every single player under the sun, but of course, there are priority signs for Barcelona, and right now the top three are Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva. Of course, the most advanced at the moment is Lewandowski. New bid next week. For Kounde, the club will offer some player plus cash deal for him. And for Bernardo Silva, of course, it does depend on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. But with those economic levers, we do have the advantage. And also, I will discuss to you guys Xavi's preferred lineup for next season. But of course, with players coming in, players will have to leave the club this summer as well. And the main one is, of course, Frenkie de Jong. But Barcelona are staying firm on their evaluation. They want that €100 million package from Manchester United for Frenkie de Jong. But Man United right now are very reluctant to pay that money. In the end, it's down to them because Barcelona are staying firm on their evaluation for Frenkie de Jong. And finally, contract terminations are back on the table. With the money in the bank from those economic levers, the club are fed up with all the deadwood players. Pjanic, Braithwaite, Umtiti, Lenglet, whoever it may be, they're now going to sit down with them and say, look, either leave or your contract will be terminated. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. And the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Robert Lewandowski. And as you all probably know, Barcelona are preparing a new bid for him in the next few days. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Barcelona are preparing their new official bid for Robert Lewandowski. Laporta's great relationship with his agent Xavi helped to wait and keep the valid verbal agreement on personal terms. So again, the relationship with Xavi is very, very important in this operation, and that's why Barcelona have to get this deal done, because no doubt Xavi will have good players in the future as well, and we want to keep that good relationship with him. Hanina Kodes from Kope came out saying that Barcelona want to present Lewandowski before July the 15th, which of course is just under a month. Now the team goes out on the US tour, I believe July the 10th, somewhere around there. So Lewandowski wants to be a part of that. The club want to be a part of that as well. The question now is, can we get this deal done before preseason? Now Gerardo Romero has come out saying that at Bayern Munich, they believe that Lewandowski is more outside of the club than ever. There are people in the club who already see it unfeasible for him to stay at the club, especially when they believe that Barcelona can reach their demands of €40 million. So of course, that's going to be around the target price that Barcelona will be making that offer for. I don't want the club to offer more than that. As an initial fee, you want to do 40 million plus 10 in add-ons. I'm okay with that. At this point, we're really, just too deep into this deal. But if we offer more than 40 as the, guaranteed price, I think we are overpaying at this point. But to be honest, like I just said, we're too deep into this operation. Xavi's, waiting for us. Lewandowski's waiting for us. In the end, I think Barcelona will end up paying, and no doubt we'll be getting Lewandowski in the coming weeks. And again, Gerardo Romero came out saying that chances of Lewandowski joining Barcelona are above 90% at the moment. We all know this deal will get done at some point. The main question is, what will be the price that Barcelona pay to Bayern Munich? Now, Lewandowski, again, has come out speaking in the media. You might as well just call him Lewandowski interview. Like, my freaking God, every single week he comes out. He's come out this time saying, I still have another year left on my contract. That's why I've asked the club for to go ahead for a transfer. I think that in the current situation, it is the best solution, especially since Bayern Munich can receive some money for my transfer. I don't want to force anything. It's not about that. It's about looking for the best solution. You have to have cool emotions. I want to speak calmly and not through the media. And I hope Bayern fans understand me one day. So he's pretty much saying, look, the best solution for both parties for you to sell me. You can use the money to buy other players, and also I will be happy as well. If you keep me here, I won't be happy. Maybe, I won't go for that last run, that last ditch tackle. Maybe I'll sky a chance on purpose. All that sort of stuff. Now, of course, over the past 24 hours, Bayern Munich have sealed Lewandowski's replacement in Sadio Mane. It's a here we go confirmed. He will join Bayern Munich in the next couple of days. But I want to draw your attention to what Bayern Munich are paying. Bayern Munich will pay Liverpool €32 million guaranteed plus €9 million in add-ons, and it's divided there. I don't really care. If Bayern Munich are getting Sadio Mane for 32, how are you making us pay 50? You freaking hypocrites. I mean, I thought the whole point was for you to sell Lewandowski so you can get money for the Sadio Mane transfer. You've already gone without that transfer, and you spend 32. Again, I think 40 all in is a fair. I would offer 40, no add-ons. That's it. That's what I would offer at this point. We're already too deep in this operation. But if Bayern are going to be pricks and stingy, say, oh, we want at least 50, I might walk away from this deal. Because how are you getting Sadio Mane for 32, then complain that you want 50 for Lewandowski? Lewandowski's 3 years older. Of course, in his position, it's more longevity. Of course, as a winger, Mane probably drifts into the middle at some point when he gets older. But come on, man. You're paying 32 for Sadio Mane. Give us Lewandowski for at least 40. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt here. So we'll wait and see what happens now. Bayern Munich have sealed the deal for the Lewandowski replacement. And now Lewandowski could be leaving the club very, very soon. Now, along with a striker, another priority signing that Barcelona want to make this summer is in the center-back department. Alongside, of course, the already signed center-back Andreas Christensen. And right now, the top priority, without a shadow of a doubt, is Jules Kounde. Now, Gerardo Romero has come out saying that Barcelona would offer around 60 million euros plus a player for Jules Kounde, although the proposal would be lower than Chelsea's. Salary, of course, will not be a big issue for Barcelona for Jules Kounde. He prefers Barcelona over Chelsea, but right now Chelsea are making the bigger offer to Sevilla. Now, with this one player, I'm just begging it does not sit on your desk, because if it is, we might be screwed. There is no right back available on the market. You have, Dumfries, who could leave Inter, but he's meh. You have Pedro Porro at Sporting Lisbon. He's meh as well. I mean, I would include anyone else. I would give them Trincao, Lenglet, Mingueza, Umtiti plus 60 million for Kounde. I honestly would, because at that point, you're getting rid of all their wages, getting rid of dead players as well. But of course, Sevilla, we've been hearing reports saying the only player they want included from Barcelona, that's of course, feasible, is Serginho Dest. They're not interested in anyone else. Now, Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Xavi has asked for another physical center back in the squad. His favorite is Sevilla's Kounde. Chelsea want to sign him as well, but the player prioritizes Barcelona's proposal, and Barcelona will try and make an offer of cash plus players that may interest Sevilla. Kounde prioritizes joining Barcelona over other clubs like Chelsea, and Barcelona will try and make an offer for cash plus a player to Sevilla. Just anyone but Dest, and I'm okay with it. Again, I would rather sign Koulibaly for 40 million euros than sign Kounde for 60 plus Dest. That's just my opinion. If you disagree or if you agree, let me know down in the comments below. But again, with Koulibaly, you get him for 40, you have 20 million euros extra. You can use that for Azpilicueta, Alonso, maybe even another right back if you do end up selling Dest. And then you have, of course, with the Kounde operation, 60 plus Dest, which I think, of course, he has an 80 million euro release clause. As Sevilla said, look, we will sell him this summer for 65 million euros. I think we are overpaying at that point if we do include Dest, and then of course that will lead to us looking for a new right back as well. I really don't want to go into next season with Azpilicueta and Sergio Roberto as our only right back options, but we'll wait and see. No doubt Kounde is one of the top priorities at Barcelona for the center back position, and Xavi really wants to sign him. Now, a position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on the window if sales happen in this position, is of course the midfield. And right now, Barcelona and Xavi's dream signing is Bernardo Silva. Now, Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that for Xavi, a midfielder as technical as Pedri is also necessary. His favorite is Bernardo Silva, although his signing depends on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. With the approval of the economic levers, Frenkie's departure is no longer essential, although his profile is not exactly the one that the coach likes the most. In this sense, Bernardo's style suits him more, who also wants to come play at Barcelona. So if Xavi can choose right now to swap Frenkie and Bernardo, he would do it, but of course it's not that simple. We have to sell Frenkie first and then agree a deal with Man City, and we want to sell Frenkie, we need to get the right price for him as well. Now, Mundo Deportivo also came out saying that Bernardo Silva has asked Manchester City to listen to offers from Barcelona. He wants to leave England and is attracted by Barca, and the price would be around what Barcelona paid for Frenkie de Jong, around 80 to 100 million euros, including variables as well. So pretty much, it will be a swap deal in the sense that we sell Frenkie de Jong for 85 million euros plus 100 million euros in that package, and then use that money to sign Bernardo Silva. Now, Gerardo Romero came out saying there is a pact between Bernardo Silva and Man City for him to leave in the summer. The price is now feasible for Barcelona. Of course, we heard about this report a few weeks ago that Pep and Man City promised Bernardo that if a good offer comes in, they will accept it. If he wants to go, they will allow him to leave. So now the big question is, can Barcelona make that right offer? Again, we gotta sell Frenkie first. This will not happen without the sale of Frenkie de Jong. If you ask me, would you swap Frenkie for Bernardo? I would say yes if it was just like a direct swap, but we have to sell Frenkie first, get that money, include some money in that, and then send that over to Man City for Bernardo. Of course, Bernardo is 2 years older, I believe, or maybe 3 years, depending on the birthdays of the two players. I know Frankie's 25 and Bernardo's 27, so you are getting the squad a little bit older in that sense, but you are getting a much better player for the system, and of course, a player that Xavi wants. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, it all starts with the sale of Frenkie de Jong, but Bernardo Silva to Barcelona this summer is definitely possible. Now, another midfielder who Barcelona could be interested in this summer is a Real Sociedad Spanish midfielder, Martin Zubimendi. This is coming in from Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo. He's come out saying that Xavi wants a pivot to be able to give some rest to Sergio Busquets, who will remain key player for him next season, and Xavi likes Martin Zubimendi the most at the moment. Now, of course, he is on the verge of renewing his contract with Real Sociedad, bringing his release clause from 60 million euros to 100 million euros. Now, Real Sociedad is selling this summer are asking for his release clause, or else I'm not going to listen to any offers whatsoever. So either we pay 60 million euros or we don't get him. To be honest, I think that's too expensive at the moment. Of course, there are other priorities in the squad right now. You have Kessie who can play there. You have Frenkie de Jong who can play there. You have Nico who can play there. Of course, not the ability and not the perfect solution for Busquets, but nonetheless players who can occupy that position. You have Roberto as well, Christensen maybe, Eric Garcia. There are options in the squad, but not a like-for-like replacement, and that's what Xavi wants. Should we be sending 60 million euros on like-for-like replacement this summer? Probably not. We have Kounde, Lewandowski, Bernardo Silva, maybe another forward as well on the right winger, Rafinha, Di Maria as that priority. Even Azpilicueta Alonso are probably a priority ahead of him. So we'll wait and see on Zubimendi, but again, Xavi likes him the most to replace Busquets for the present and for the future as well. Now, with Barcelona achieving the economic levers on Thursday, the club now have a clear idea and plan of the transfer policy this summer. Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona and Xavi's primary targets for this summer are clear. They want Lewandowski, Kounde, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Rafinha, and Bernardo Silva, but only if, of course, Frenkie de Jong leaves. Now, the fact that Rafinha is back on this list is quite surprising in my opinion, but again, I wouldn't pay, 55 million euros for Rafinha. But again, you're looking at Di Maria, very, very close to joining Juventus. If Barcelona want him, we have to go for him in the next couple of days or else we're going to lose him. But overall, I am very, very happy and satisfied with this list. Of course, the fullbacks could be improved upon, but nonetheless, these are the players that Xavi wants. Now, Cope have come out saying that following the activation of the economic levers, those players who refuse to leave the club could be released. Barcelona will go all out for Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva, and the sale of Frenkie de Jong is taken for granted. So again, Frenkie could be sold to help facilitate these moves for Lewandowski, Kounde, and more specifically, of course, Bernardo Silva. Now, Hanina Kodes from Cope came out saying that Barcelona are now waiting to activate the economic leverage to sign players, and Barcelona's priority signings this summer are very, very clear. It's Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva, and Barcelona's plan to steal Frenkie de Jong still exists. So with these economic levers coming in, the club still want to sell Frenkie de Jong and replace him with Bernardo Silva as per the request of Xavi, and Ben Aid came out confirming this as well, saying that Xavi wishes to sign Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva. The Barcelona board will do everything to sign them despite the difficulties, of course. Now, these three operations will not be easy. The easiest out of the three will be Lewandowski, and the hardest will be Bernardo Silva. For Sevilla, just pay the money they want and they will sell Kounde, no problem. But with Bernardo, it does rely on the fact that Frenkie de Jong has to be sold. But in the end, these are the top three targets that Xavi and the sporting sector want for this summer. The question now is, can they achieve it? Now, there were rumors coming out that after the General Assembly, some of the players that Barcelona are targeting were very happy with the outcome. Juan Marti came out saying that in the environment of players that Barcelona want to sign, they are already aware of the good news of the economic levers. They were following the entire afternoon and how it progressed. Joan Laporta asked them for patience and trust, and today they breathe with optimism again. And apparently, he said that it was more than one player. So if it's more than one player, we know for a fact that one of those players is Lewandowski, maybe the other one was Kounde, Bernardo Silva, Azpilicueta Alonso, whoever it may be. But for me, I know for a fact that Lewandowski was one of those players. Now, Barcelona, we are massive. We have players that we want to sign watching our General Assembly to see what happens. The Barcelona poll is absolutely unbelievable. Now, you might be wondering, we want so many players, we have so many players in the current squad, what is the ideal lineup for Xavi? Well, have Miguel from AES, of course, very close to Xavi. He came out saying that right now, Xavi's preferred lineup is as follows: Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Azpilicueta, Araujo, Kounde, and Alonso. Bit shaky that. Midfield three of Busquets, Bernardo Silva, and Pedri, and a front three of Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Ansu Fati. Now, midfield and attack, perfect, got no problems. What are these fullbacks? I mean, is Alonso gonna start over Jordi Alba? I don't think so. I think this is just a Miguel. It's the best lineup that Xavi would make with all the signings made. I think there's no way Alonso starting over Jordi Alba. And it also says the bench would be Gavi, Varane, Kessie, Nico, Piqué, Jordi Alba, Eric Garcia, Christensen, Aubameyang, and Sergi Roberto. And it could also include Pablo Torre on the bench as well. Now, this season in La Liga, the bench will be increased. You can have, I think, 15 or 12 players, something like that. Of course, the 5 substitution still stays. There's no goalkeeper on the bench, so it would be Inaki Peña, of course, at this current moment. So what are your thoughts on this lineup? For me, just put Jordi Alba back at left back, and I am completely fine with this lineup. You could have Deza at right back as well over Azpilicueta, but that for me is a La Liga winning lineup, a Spanish double lineup, and a quarterfinal Champions League lineup, in my opinion. We could go all the way to the Champions League, but I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. We haven't even signed any of these players yet, but on paper, that lineup for me can win the Spanish treble. Of course, La Liga, Copa, and the Spanish Super Cup, and go relatively far in the Champions League as well. Now, Gerardo Miro has come out saying that Barcelona and Xavi is thinking of using 3 center defenders next season. Now, of course, a lot of you guys have been talking about this in the comments down below. I see a lot of people on Twitter, Instagram, and other, social media outlets saying that Barcelona could be going with a 3 at the back because we've been linked with Azpilicueta, Alonso, and other players that fit more of a 3 at the back formation than a 4 at the back formation. So again, I put the lineup on the screen on the right-hand side. That's just based on players from the last lineup. I think the other lineup looks stronger in my opinion. You're going to have, Rafinha as a right wing back. It could be Des coming in there, or you could move Azpilicueta there, then put another center back as well. I think that double pivot of Pedri and Busquets is a bit shaky as well, but of course it could get the job done against lower opposition sides. Again, for me, the 4-3-3 formation looks so much better, but in the end, Xavi is also thinking about that 3 at the back. Now, of course, with this new team, we're going to have, completely different players. When does Xavi want these signings to come in? Because, of course, the season starts on August the 12th. We have some preseason matches coming up, U.S. Tour, and Xavi wants everyone, apparently, before the U.S. Tour. Gerardo Miro came out saying that Xavi wants all the transfer activity to be finalized before the U.S. Tour. No chance. There is a 0% chance we are signing Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kounde, Bernardo Silva, Alonso, Azpilicueta before July the 10th. You're telling me in under a month we're going to get 6 signings done, and then of course exits as well to comply with those? Absolutely not. Xavi can dream all he wants, but in the end, this is impossible. We heard this last summer as well under Koeman. He wanted everything done before the preseason. In the end, did not happen. We hear this every summer. If it does happen, I might go fly to Spain and kiss Laporte and Alemany on their feet if this happens, but it's not going to happen. Xavi can want all he wants. I think right now the most realistic thing is to get Lewandowski and one more signing before we go on US Tour. I think right now that's realistic, and that should be the priority for Barcelona, but we'll wait and see. Again, a lot of rumors coming around after all these economic levers were activated, but again, to summarize quickly, 3 main targets for Barcelona: Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva, and Xavi wants all the signings done before the US Tour. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is giving you guys some of the latest updates on players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the main one, Frenkie de Jong. Now, Samuel Marsden and Moses Malone from ESPN have come out saying the economic vice president of Barcelona, Eduardo Romeu, previously explained that players like Frenkie de Jong will not be sold for financial reasons if they are able to activate the financial levers to restore balance in the club's finances. So right now, we don't need to sell Frenkie for the money, but of course, we heard rumors beforehand that his sale would be a sporting decision and not an economic one. Eduardo Romeu from day one has been saying that Frenkie's sale will not be an economic sale if we get those economic levers, of course, activated. They have now been activated, and Frenkie's sale is still possible. Again, it is down to the fact of us wanting to buy Bernardo Silva, having a direct swap deal, and of course, Frenkie de Jong being on 400,000 euros per week. Of course, if he stays, he will reduce that amount, but it's still a lot on the wage bill. Now, Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona would earn around 700, 800 million euros from the economic leverage. We already know that. Therefore, Frenkie de Jong's departure is no longer necessary for the club. However, Xavi likes Bernardo Silva more and would prefer his arrival. So even with the economic leverage being activated, Barcelona still want to sell Frenkie de Jong because they think Bernardo Silva will fit the team better. And of course, they will not sell him for anything under their evaluation, which is of course is 100 million euros. They want 80 million euros straight up in the pocket plus 20 million euros in add-ons. Now, Victor Delvado from Copa has come out saying that Barcelona have already decided to sell Frenkie de Jong. His departure is taken for granted. Again, I already covered that from the beginning. But again, Frenkie de Jong is still on the market and his exit is still possible. But now Barcelona have more power. With the economic levers, we are not desperate to sell him. Manchester United, of course, the only team that's in for him at the moment, have to meet Barcelona's evaluation. 80 million euros plus 20 in add-ons, and he's yours. Otherwise, he will stay at Barcelona. Now, reports coming from Manchester United. Firstly, Rob Dawson from ESPN. He's come out saying that Barcelona and Manchester United are in dispute over the fee of Frenkie de Jong. Moreover, there are also concerns from outside the English club that the Dutchman does not really seem over-thrilled about the prospect of moving to Manchester. So again, United in a bit in doubt. They don't want to pay too much money for Frenkie de Jong, and also they feel like Frenkie de Jong doesn't really want to come to Manchester United as well. But of course, David Ornstein, probably the best journalist in the whole entire UK from The Athletic, he came out saying there is an expectation that Manchester United will eventually get Frenkie de Jong transfer done. Barcelona want as much money as possible from United, and United are staying calm about the saga. So again, everyone in England are saying that this deal will end up happening in the end because Manchester United are too deep into it. They have to sign him or else the fans will be very, very disappointed in them. But Barcelona are, we're sitting back with our feet up saying, bring me my money. 80 million euros, 20 million euros in add-ons, he's yours. We want that 100 million euro package. That's it. Take it or leave it. We got money in the bank. We got a 500 million euro budget sitting in the back pocket. We are not forced to sell him. Of course, if those economic levers did not happen, I think Barcelona would have sold them for around maybe 70 million plus 30 million euros in add-ons as well. So we'll wait and see what happens on the De Jong saga. But again, it is in the hands of Manchester United. They have to pay up. Either pay up or go home. Now, the final exit that I want to discuss upon for Barcelona is, of course, all the crap players. Umtiti, Pjanic, Lenglet, Braithwaite, whoever it may be, all the deadwood players. Now, Gerardo Romero has come out saying that after what happened with the economic levers being approved, some players will have to find a way out or they may have their contracts terminated. That's right. Their termination clauses are back. Now, of course, this will benefit Barcelona a lot because now we don't have to negotiate with them. Either, you leave or we're just here's your money and piss off. The club would rather just pay out their contracts, terminate them, than deal with them and negotiate and try to find them clubs, loan, sell, player swap. The club are tired and done. And now with the money coming in, we do have the upper hand. And also Ben Aid came out confirming this as well, saying that Barcelona want to end the cooperation with multiple players by any means necessary, which also includes termination of contracts. The message from the board is very clear. The club are fed up, and I do not blame them whatsoever. They're going to sit down with all these two players, all these players they want to get rid of, Lenglet, Pjanic, Umtiti, Trincao, Braithwaite, whoever it may be. You gotta go. I don't want to go. I want my whole entire contract paid. Here you go. Paid. I get the hell out of my office. That's what they want to do. They're tired. Years of negotiating, contract renewals, contract salary reductions, loans, swap, sales. They're done. They're fed up. And to be honest, I do not blame them whatsoever. And now I am very, very excited. Now, of course, paying out their contracts will take money away from the budget, which of course is completely understandable. But in the end, let's think of it like this. We signed the players that we want. We have a few money, a few euros left over. Braithwaite, we don't want you. I want to stay. Here's your money. Your contract has been officially terminated. Get out. Now, of course, you lost that money, but then you can promote, the youth. You can get Pablo Torre in the first team as well. There are other ways that we can work around this. Now, the final thing I want to leave you guys on is a quote coming in from Gerardo Romero, and this really tickled my stomach and made me laugh beyond belief. He came out saying that those close to Barcelona say that this transfer market this summer will be different, something that doesn't even happen in career mode on FIFA. So the board are thinking, yeah, we're going to do an absolute madness this summer. Sign 10 players, get rid of 15, contract terminations all over the place. You won't even see this on career mode. So strap your seatbelts. Over the next month, it's going to be very, very intense. Again, Xavi wants the squad ready to go before the US tour. That'd be fantastic, but it's not a reality. And of course, the BLM deadline's not until July the 31st. So a lot of stuff's going to be happening. Strap your seatbelts, subscribe, get ready for this. Again, the club are planning a massive overhaul and something that you don't even see on career mode in FIFA. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is about Xavi's top 3 priority signs for the summer: Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva. Do you think it will happen? Do you think it's possible? And also what your thoughts about Xavi's preferred lineup for next season. Secondly, on the sale of Frenkie de Jong, do you think it'll end up happening or not? And do you believe if it does end up happening that Barcelona will get the money they want for him? And finally, your thoughts on the contract terminations of all the crap players. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.